Good morning. It's time for another garden stroll here at Winghaven Habitat. We had a big thunderstorm last night just right after the Sister Wives live streaming concert. We were just able to get everything torn down and put away before the deluge hit. So it's a very moist and wet morning in the garden. We're going to start here on the patio because we are going to look at the owls. They're up here in our hawthorn tree right off of the patio, where they are most mornings. Whoops, wait a minute, I gotta find them. There we go. Get them centered in there. I'm gonna come back just a little bit because hopefully get everything to. There you can see the one moving, those gray ahead, bobbing his head, looking at me because I'm talking. Below the one on the right, if you look down just a little teeny bit back in the back, you might be able to see Mother. She's right at the very underneath the one on the right hand side. She's back in the shade more though, so it's hard to see. 4 of the 5 fledglings are there. Unfortunately, we haven't seen the 5th fledgling, the runt, for a few days now, so we might have lost that one to the ways of nature. This is become their standard daytime roosting tree. We're just on the patio looking at them. All right, we'll go back out in the garden for a quick little moment. Planted a new honeysuckle vine on our bird feeding station. Water lilies aren't quite open for the day yet. The sun was out just a minute ago and they started, but they'll need another 10 minutes of sun to open. I'm going to drop my tripod a little bit so I can carry it more easily. Summer blooms are starting to come in. The yellow yarrow there is I think it's moonbeam yarrow. Perfumed delight rose is a little worse for wear with the pelting last night. Still smells marvelous though, and still has a few blooms to open. We've started deadheading. Back into the wild woods and vegetable garden. You can see I'm still gift wrapping apples on the tree. We're trying this year as a no spray attempt to get apples with no worms in them. Today we ate the first raspberries. There will be a bumper crop happening now. Vegetable garden is mostly going well. It's been a cool, wet spring, so the heat-loving plants are not particularly happy. I still haven't been able to get a bean more than 1.5 inches out of the ground before the roly-polies or somebody eats them, so I'm replanting again. Got lots of peppers The good thing about the cool spring is those peas back there are continuing to produce. Raspberries are going well. The Jackmanai is doing well too up on the Tory Gate. Feverfew is that white flower that volunteers throughout. I let a fair amount of flowers volunteer through my vegetable garden so that attract pollinators especially. We'll take a quick walk back out front and that'll be it for the day. There's not much happening in the wild woods right now except all the money plants are drying up. Here we have some native mullein starting to flower. This is common name is ladybells. I don't remember its true name. We also call it cancer of the garden, as it's almost impossible to eradicate. Sweet peas just starting to open. There's another clematis here that's just got its first bloom open and lots of buds coming up the post. I don't remember which variety that is. It's one of the Jackmanais though. This one's not near as vigorous as the one on the other gate, the Tory Gate. Blue sky is starting to appear. Still supposed to be cool today. Janny's having the book group over outside with social distancing on the patio tonight. And they were going to cancel it, but they've decided to build a fire instead. Sit around a fire. Buddha remains happy and content. Whoops, dragging my feet here. Daylilies are beginning to open. Had a few already. Asiatic lilies. Variegated dogwood. This big hosta. Both these large hostas here are not happy that we took out a tree. And now they're getting too much sun. We're going to have to move that one, I think. Spirea. Just planted a new black lace elderberry to fill in this space, and we've planted a couple of different new shrubs here to shield us from the next door duplexes. That'll get 10 feet high within a couple of years, probably.